Instead of buying in Seattle, you could buy in Pittsburgh and get an extra 9 years in retirement. What you save in upfront costs and monthly payments would let you invest elsewhere and get much better returns. When home price forecasts are soft, like now, wealth building and affordability are inextricably linked. This is Skylar Olson, PropTech economist and course creator of Real Estate Evolution and Disruption at the University of Washington, and you're watching In Data She Drops, where we clarify housing market complexities using language you can actually understand. Zillow's one-year home value forecast dipped even more negative this month. Home values are expected to fall 1% nationally over the next 12 months. But if you're buying to build wealth, you need to think much further out. Here's the typical home value projected forward nationally using that forecast and assuming home value appreciation returns to pre-pandemic normal within 5 years. Why not include the pandemic era? Well, we don't know how much of those home value gains we get to keep as prices correct in many regions. Now, prices may not appreciate the same way as pre-pandemic. Denver and Seattle prices might not rise as fast without high-earning tech workers moving in if remote work lets laptop clackers move anywhere, like, say, to a newer hotbed of AI and robotics in Pittsburgh. Phoenix, business-friendly and warm, might also top its history as younger generations need jobs and older ones continue to retire. We could face another economic event, like, say, waves of tariffs that erode consumer confidence. So, of course, it's hard to predict your home's value in 10 years out. But it's worth getting a feasible picture for what comes next. Yes, most Americans hold most of their wealth in their primary home. But most Americans weren't buying today. Today, even buyers focused on investment potential will be better off prioritizing affordability over price forecasts. Here's why. Today's higher mortgage rates and slow home value forecasts eat away at real estate investment potential. Buying with a mortgage in a less expensive market yields less housing wealth, but what you save in upfront and monthly costs enables wealth building outside real estate that more than compensates. If you have enough cash for closing costs, mortgage points, and 20% down in Seattle, one of the country's most expensive metros, you definitely have enough to buy elsewhere. 20% down in Seattle gets you a bigger base for home equity growth. That's leverage. You put up 20%, but keep the appreciation on the full home value. So buying in Pittsburgh means less housing wealth, even if the home price forecasts were the same. Using Zillow's forecasts, buying in Pittsburgh instead of Seattle would cost you over $100,000 in housing wealth. Phoenix, with stronger appreciation forecasts, would only cost you $32,000. But here's the thing, what you lose in housing wealth, you more than gain in alternative investments by saving on expensive housing. The typical Seattle mortgage payment is above $4,300. In Pittsburgh, less than $1,400. Upfront costs, huge difference there too. Save those cost differences in a diversified stock portfolio, and you could feasibly build over $600,000 in non-housing wealth in just 10 years. Put it together, buy in Pittsburgh, invest the difference, and you could be worth an extra $500,000 in only 10 years. According to Wealthfront, whose app and retirement simulation inspired this research, Americans tend to spend about 22% less in retirement. So do that math. Buying in Pittsburgh instead of Seattle could add 9 years to your retirement. Denver, where affordability improvement isn't as dramatic, still adds an extra year. Heading west or to New York used to bring big opportunity, but in today's economy, affordability today and retirement tomorrow are intricately linked. Opportunity may not be where you're used to looking. The US is big, with pockets of stunning culture and livability everywhere. Check the links below for a Tableau data experience exploring retirement year differences between expensive metros and alternative options. Where will you make your move? Like and subscribe for more In Data She Drops. It may feel harder than ever to plan your future and end up all right. We're here to help.